Hey there guys, Misty here. Welcome to another keto update. So for those of you who are new here, I started a ketogenic way of eating on March 6, 2017 at 425 pounds. I weighed in last week, which was my 7th month ketoversary, at 395 pounds, and I'm weighing in today at 385 pounds. So I've lost 10 pounds in the last week, which baffles me because I am a type 2 diabetic and I have Myasthenia gravis, which is a neuromuscular junction disorder. It's a fancy word for autoimmune disease. I was on insulin until probably 3 weeks ago, and it's amazing the amount of weight I've lost in a week compared to what I lost in 7 months. So I'm really excited about it, and that means I'm down 40 pounds. Which I'm getting so close to that 375 goal that I want to hit by Christmas. So yay. So I started keto to get my diabetes under control and get off insulin. That's been my goal from the very get-go, and I've managed to do that except for one day last week. If you guys didn't know, I post full day of eating vlogs, whatever you want to call them, about every couple of days. And last Thursday, I woke up and I just did not feel well. I'm on immunosuppressant and I just woke up and I didn't feel well. And on top of not feeling well, last week was a really hard week for me because Friday was the anniversary of my grandmother's death. And that always hits me hard. Just hits me hard. So Thursday, I really wanted soup. And I don't know what planet I was living on, thinking that getting egg drop soup and lettuce wrap from a Chinese restaurant was a good idea, because it wasn't. It bumped my blood sugar up to like in the 180s, and I woke up the next morning in the 190s. And so Friday I stayed as low carb as I could. Saturday woke up and it was still high. So I went ahead and took 20 units of insulin and was able to bring it down that night. I was in the 130s, woke up the next morning in like the 170s, woke up this morning in the 140s. So it's coming back down. Note to self, do not eat Chinese food. So that's really been a struggle for me. Like, I have to figure out what kind of soup I can have around for when I don't feel good and get some of it made and get it put in the freezer. So, for those of you who don't know, so I post those videos and I also post weekly meals, and I haven't done that yet this week because I did a live stream yesterday for my planning and completely forgot to edit that video. So anyway, so keto is going well. I'm down 10 more pounds. I am 10 pounds away from being down 50 pounds, and that's crazy. And when I do side-by-side comparisons of thumbnails, and that's what last week's thumbnail was going to be, but to me, like, one thumbnail was like really close and the other thumbnail was like back like this. So yeah, so before I forget, because I already have, I'm not wearing my glasses today because the glare on them last week drove me crazy when I was editing, and I cannot tell if this is in focus. So if this is not in focus, please let me know. Or, I mean, I'll probably figure it out once I put my glasses on. But, so instead of letting me know, just know that it's not on purpose. I just couldn't see. So I'm all done up and got my hair did and put some makeup on and wearing some flannel because it's a nice, cool, crisp fall day here in Texas. We don't get very many of these. I think I woke up and it was 50. Our house is freezing cold because we have the windows open, and I'm fine with that. Because I cooked shrimp yesterday and my house is stinky. But I'm in jeans, I'm in flannel, I've got a tank top on, like, I'm layered up. I got up, got dressed, put my watch on, I've got my bracelet. This is my medical alert bracelet, and put makeup on. It took me 2.5 hours to do all of that this morning, but I did it. So I went to the pain management doctor. So that's it with keto. I mean, keto's going fine. Saturday night was difficult. I wanted comfort food so badly. I wanted pizza, and I wanted those jalapeno bombers from Church's Chicken. Oh, I wanted those so bad. And it just got to the point where I just went to bed. I took a sleeping pill and I went to bed because I felt my resolve slipping because I was just emotional. Friday was a hard day for me. My grandmother and I were very, very close. She was basically like my mom. And she's been gone almost half my life. So that grief is still real. Even though it's been 17 years, it's still, it's still very real and very raw and still gets me right to my core. So, and I wanted foods that reminded me of her, like fried potatoes and red beans and cornbread and neck bone. Like, I wanted all of these Southern staples that she used to make and we used to eat together and enjoy. And so I finally, like at 7 o'clock, I looked at Rob. I was like, are you ready to go to bed? And he's like, what? It's 7. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to bed. So I went and got in bed. He stayed up, but I was asleep, and that was the only way that I could get through those cravings. And it wasn't, I don't think they were physical cravings. I think it was all mental. It was all emotional. So that was really hard, but I'm very proud of myself because I wanted a blizzard. I had a list of food I wanted. And I was just about ready to have Rob go do it. And he's like, is that what you really want to do? And I was like, well, no, it's not what I really want to do. But my brain says that's what it wants to do. So we didn't. And, yeah. Forgot where I was going with that. But it's okay. So went to bed early. Woke up on Sunday. We went grocery shopping. I had an iced coffee that was about 3 shades lighter than this one. I got this from the same Starbucks. So this is my only meal today. I get a Trenta iced coffee, no classic heavy cream. If it's dark like this, I account for what I think the heavy cream is. If it's lighter than this, I bump it up. So this is what I get from Starbucks. I've been nursing this because I had a doctor's appointment today at 11:40 to go see the pain management doctor. So if you were just here for keto, that's pretty much it. The rest of this is just kind of a Misty health update. So you guys may remember that I was scheduled to have an epidural in my neck on August 30th. So I get an epidural in C6, C7 because I have a pinched nerve. Radicalopathy. Cervical radicalopathy is the technical term for it, I guess. And they called and canceled on me the day before without reason. Like, all she could say was, you haven't been cleared. And I'm like, what the hell? I was irritated because I'd asked in that appointment before they scheduled it, is everything going to be okay? And she was like, oh yeah, no problem. And then the day before. And then it's taken me this long to get back into the office. And they basically said that they needed clearance from my neurologist since now I have a diagnosis. Because I was like, I had myasthenia in April. It's like, this isn't something that just happened. And it just happened a year ago. But that was a year ago. So yeah. So they are referring me to a spine doctor to potentially have surgery to release that nerve. It is painful 100% of the time. I always feel it there. I know it's there. Some nights the nerve pain is just beyond excruciating. And I told him I don't want to be on pain pills the rest of my life. So, I don't want to take Tramadol. I hate taking pain medication. I am the person who's in the hospital and they want to give me morphine. I ask for Tylenol instead because I just hate the way they make me feel. Now, if I'm in serious pain, I will take them and that helps, but I just don't like the way they feel. And I just want to be able to live my life with less pain. I know the pain's not going to completely go away because I would need a brand new spine for that to happen. I have, stenosis in my cervical and lumbar spine. I have radicalopathy in my cervical and lumbar spine. Everything is wrong with my spine. It's just basically just disintegrating on itself. So I know that, I may never be pain-free again, but if I could be pain-free for a little bit. So I made an appointment to go see my regular doctor who I have not seen in months. That's a miracle in America. Because as you guys know, and those of you who have followed me for a long time, like 2 years ago, I was seeing him every 2 weeks. This last year, I was seeing him pretty regular too because he would send me out and then I have to come back and be like, let's do something else. So it'll be good to see him again, but I want the name of his surgeon because he had a pinched nerve in his neck and he had that surgery done in January. So that's what's happening there. They did go ahead and send an authorization form for my neurologist to sign off on the epidural. But I don't even know at this point if I even want to bother with it, because it doesn't help. Like, it helped for maybe about a month, but it's just such a hassle because Rob has to take off work. He has to take me. They have to put me under. It's just, I just don't know. I'm like, if I'm going to be put under again, I would rather it just be for a hospital, surgery, and just get it over with. And I know it's not that simple, and the thought of having surgery again makes me want to vomit, because it took me 2 full weeks to get over my gallbladder surgery last year, and that was just in my abdomen. So I can't even imagine how painful my neck would feel. But at the same time, we've got to do something. I mean, it feels like I have a basketball in my neck all the time. So that's that. As far as the myasthenia, I restarted Mestinon, which is the very first medication they put me on. It causes extreme tummy distress. Literally, I eat something and then it's right back out. And that sucks. So I haven't even taken it today, because if I'm having to go anywhere, I don't even bother taking it, because I have to be right by a toilet, which sucks. But, hi Rush, hi baby. I had to restart it because she was like, it could take 6 to 18 months for the Celcept, or the mycophenolate, I think is the generic, to start working. And I need to be able to use my arms. I mean, this is a basic makeup look today. I may want a little bit bougie on my eyes and on my lips, but for the most part, this was a basic makeup look. And this took me, with getting dressed, 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, because I did my eyebrows, and then I'd have to rest for 10 minutes, and then I did my concealer, then I'd have to rest for 10 minutes. So it's just really, really frustrating. But other than that, I'm feeling much better. I'm in a much better mood. I'm just trying to make the best of it. It's been a year since I became symptomatic. Since I started having symptoms for the myasthenia. So it's been an interesting year. I go back and see the neurologist on the 31st. I'm excited to see her again, just to see what's going to happen. So I am concerned about, can I even have a surgery while I'm doing, this immune suppressing therapy? So, because one of the little girls, I shouldn't say little, she was a grown woman, but she was like, oh, so how's that medicine working out for you? And I'm like, well, it suppresses my immune system. It's like killing my immune system. She was like, oh. Because I was like, can I be on this therapy and have this injection? Because it's like, I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of getting it approved by the insurance company, getting ready, Rob taking off, and then getting there, and they're like, oh, sorry, my bad. And I'm just like, so yeah. So that's it, guys. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm going to eat today, what my first meal will be. Rob has a gift certificate to Saltgrass, and although we had steak, well, he had steak 3 times. I had steak twice, and I was like, I don't want to see steak again this week. So, but we may go out. I was like, I got all dressed up. We should have a date night. So, we'll see. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I mean, I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to stay motivated. I'm trying to, my non-scale victory, or my non-scale goal that I set last week was no soda. This is day 7 with no soda. Day 8 with no soda. So I really wanted one this weekend, and I really wanted one on Friday, but I had a tea instead. So I'm doing my best. And I was like, oh, one soda every once in a while won't kill me. Well, guess what? When you have an addictive personality, it will. I mean, it won't literally kill you, but I mean, it could be literally killing you. I don't know. This update is all over the place. So anyway. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys are so stinking supportive. You really are. And when I get a little extra money or a little extra bearing on our finances and get some money coming in, I'm going to have the most epic giveaway ever, because I just want to repay you back for all your kindness. You guys are the best cheerleaders a girl could ever have, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah. So you guys that have been commenting about high gluten, low carb, in case you didn't know, Wes came out with his own line of merchandise. Because I was like, oh, we need some merchandise, dudes. You need t-shirts and aprons and mugs. And that's exactly what he did. So you'll have to check out his Facebook page for that. And he also has a Patreon. So that would be really cool to support. I don't think I'm going to do a Patreon. Several people have asked me that. But I mean, I don't know. I think with him, I can understand it. Because he's buying ingredients and testing recipes, and me, I'm just kind of talking to a camera. So yeah. So anyway, that's it. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, check out I think I'm posting vlogs Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So 3 days a week, and it's about 2 or 3 days depending on when it is. And then I'm posting this weekly update and then our meals of the week. So hopefully you guys enjoy that content. If you have any questions, let me know. I will see you soon. Bye for now.